welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. The Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington's offense will start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated.
Turning it on! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a fourth down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
They kick it away on fourth down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So Wyoming's offense will get the ball for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Under fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The Cowboys have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Cowboys. And once he got away from the knee. They had no shot at catching him.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. That's caught. It's Harris. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
It's a draw. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the marker, it's Harris. Touchdown, Huskies! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Durham. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Cowboys are flying down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the single back. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Big guy smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Wyoming! Great job by the back on the option. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in a shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the quick grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lyle. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down here for the offense. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got his man.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets rid of it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Washington.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Hamilton. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught in the backfield, it's Hamilton. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the run. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. The give to the back. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires on the run. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Off play action. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle. It's Hamilton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. They'll give it to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Wyoming, 28, Washington, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. It's complete on the right side, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Makes the grab, it's Lyle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Final minute now of the third quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Huskies. They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. He leaves it with the back. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
To the ground. He's got it again. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect.
That's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big one.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's second and long. Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. They'll go right back to him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of this from this offense. Listen, you're backed up on your own end. You got the lead. More importantly, you want to continue to run the clock, get first downs, be the physical team right here. The ground game, I imagine, is going to be a big part of their playbook moving forward.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll leave it with him. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close